Let's go ahead and bring in pinpoint weather meteorologist Andrew Brightman tracking Hurricane Fiona.
And Andrew, this storm is really going to have a big impact further up the coast in Canada, where it's really rare for storms with this much strength to hit there.
Yeah, it's likely shaping up to potentially be the strongest storm to ever hit Canada in terms of lowest central pressure. This really is shaping up to be a generational storm for Atlantic Canada. And the storm is going to be so large, there's still high wind watches out for down East Maine. So let's start up here with the setup with Fiona. You can see highlighted here, these are the actual wave heights. You can see a little key right here, and there's going to be absolutely massive waves. And even as this storm heads off to the north, it's going to be eventually moving into cooler water, but it's going to be merging with this cold front sweeping off the eastern seaboard, the cold front that's moving through the Carolinas right now. And that's going to actually help to supercharge a storm that's transitioning to an extratropical system. And it's actually going to be getting stronger while the high sustained winds will start to drop a little bit. The central pressure will actually continue to fall. You can see some of these wave heights, likely over 30, 40, even over 50 feet is going to be possible across the North Atlantic before this storm runs likely into eastern Nova Scotia with potentially over 50-foot waves and over 100-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Really going to be thinking here about the city of Halifax in Nova Scotia and really the entire eastern half of Nova Scotia as well as Newfoundland. You can see some of these waves that are going to be going directly into St. John's, and they are just going to be dealing again probably likely the strongest storm to ever hit Atlantic Canada. Potentially the low central pressure could be under 930 millibars. That's something you usually see with potentially a strong Category 4 and even some cases a Category 5. That's how strong the system is going to be, and it's going to be aided by some of the same atmospheric dynamics like what we saw with Hurricane Sandy about 10 years ago. The good news is for the United States, at least, it's going to be occurring about 600 to 700 miles farther off to the east. But still, just you can follow the latest track here with Fiona because we're going to be watching this very closely over the next few days with our Pinpoint Weather app. We're going to be watching this storm as it charges north, first sideswiping parts of Bermuda and then heading up into Atlantic Canada. This is really going to be a dangerous situation for Nova Scotia. And yeah, they could be seeing over 10-foot storm surge, over 100-mile-per-hour winds, really generational storm shaping up there.
Yeah, a lot to keep tracking.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Andrew. So much closer to home, we're going to see a change of a different kind, right? We're talking about that change in temperatures.
We've got that cold front on the way, some rain to talk about too in a lot of neighborhoods. It's been a little bit since we've seen that. And boy, look at that camera shaking around, our tower camera looking live from the Gaston County, Dallas area there. You can see the skyline in the distance. We've had some wind picking up as the cold front is moving into the region, and actually that wind will stay a little more elevated as we go through the night tonight. A little breezy, occasional wind gusts around 20 to 25 miles an hour, so nothing terribly gusty or blustery out there, but just a sign that we do have some of those temperature changes ahead and that cold front moving in. So let's zoom on in. You can see where we do have some of the scattered areas of heavy rain, actually. These are now mainly focused south and east of the Queen City. We did have some areas of rain earlier around some of the northern suburbs there and down through parts of upstate South Carolina where some rain is still occurring. But yeah, you can see over Polkton and Highway 74 and out just to the east of Wadesboro, we have some of that rain tracking through. All of this is pushing to the south and east right now. No lightning showing up at the moment, but certainly an isolated storm still can't be totally ruled out for the next couple of hours or so. And you can see some of that rain over Waxhaw, light to moderate rain, and just to the south of there and more that's been moving through the southern part of Chester County, heading south and east along that stretch of Highway 321. So in the Queen City right now, boy, it was a sizzler earlier. We had highs temperatures up into the mid-90s. So we've now come down with the thicker clouds rolling through and some rain kind of in the vicinity. 84 warm degrees at the moment with the dew points that are a little bit more elevated today too, feeling more of that humidity ahead of that front back up into the 60s. Still got 90 in Monroe, and check out Chirac, 97 degrees. It's 95 in Rockingham, and we've got the lower 80s heading north and west and up toward the foothills in Hickory and around Taylorsville, and mid to upper 60s in the mountain communities. Fall is officially going to be arriving here at 9:04 later on this evening and feeling like it. I mean, right on cue. This is what you'll be waking up to in the morning. As the sky clears, temperatures will be allowed to tumble. Again, the wind trying to keep some of these temperatures a little more elevated. Don't have a chance to cool down quite as much as maybe they could in some communities, but still, it's going to be chilly enough. Look at these numbers waking up in the morning in the mountains, right around 40 degrees. So we will definitely have some upper 30s in the higher elevations. 55 for that morning temperature in Charlotte. And look at that, 49 waking up in Lincolnton, Statesville, and Salisbury. So definitely a cooler start. As I said, the wind picking up as it shifts out of the north, anywhere from 5 to 15 miles an hour. And that's overnight, early tomorrow morning. It will tend to settle as we go into the afternoon. But lots of sunshine next couple of days, and check out how much cooler those high temperatures will be, mid to upper 70s. As we go into Sunday, there is a minor chance of a couple of scattered showers. Saints-Panthers game, of course, kicking off in the afternoon. Just that small chance of a little bit of rain. Not expecting any thunderstorms, really. That temperature will be around 80 degrees at kickoff, and the wind, bit of a breeze, shifting back out of the southwest at 10 to 16 miles an hour. And then the mountain forecast looking pretty good. Some gusty wind out there, though. Mountaintops tomorrow after that chilly start. Highs in the 60s next couple of days. And we jump up to 72 ahead of that next front on Sunday, and then back in the 60s early next week. So, yes, the fall feel is here. Notice temperatures up into the 80s there by the end of the weekend. And we're back in the 70s going into next week.
Looks like the perfect start of fall. Tara, thank you.